What up, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about how to protect yourself with an invisible shield. Sounds crazy, I know, right? But it's all spiritual. Now, basically, this is called sigil magic. You can look it up. It's pretty much like an ancient practice where, like, you take a picture of yourself, you know, or carve a picture, engrave an image of yourself, whatever that you're into, Uh, you can even draw yourself. If you that good of an artist, you can draw yourself. But just get a picture of yourself, right? And get pennies that are before 1982. You could do the research yourself. I didn't look it up myself, but you never supposed to take my word for it. Do your own research. I wouldn't lie to you, but pretty much it's like you get pennies from 1982, right? And you get pennies before. You get pennies before 1982 because they were made with real copper, and copper is a metal from the earth, generates energy, blase squad, blah blah blah. And pretty much when you get your picture right, and before you use the picture, you get some black construction paper or a notebook, whatever. But you really supposed to get black construction paper because it symbolizes the universe and melanin and things of that nature. So once you get the black construction paper, you could use Sharpie or what I'm saying, white color pencil, whatever. But just try to use something that when you draw on the black construction paper, you can see the you know the markings, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But pretty much you got a pen, whatever, draw a triangle, and in the middle of that triangle you draw a circle, and in the middle of that circle, you put the number 13. Well, that's my spiritual number. Everybody has their own spiritual number. Some people's spiritual number is five. Some people's spiritual number is seven. Some people's spiritual number 47. Mine's 13. That's just my spiritual number. But 13, you could use 13 because it's a powerful number. 13 is definitely rebirth. You let the old you die and you rebirth to a new person. That's what 13 is all about. But you use the number 13, right? And then you draw a line from that circle that you put in the middle of the triangle, and you draw it up to the first point of the triangle. Then you draw another line to the left point of the triangle, then draw another line to the right point of the triangle, and then at the tip of the triangle, you draw 13, left side of the triangle 13, right side of the triangle 13. And then you put your picture on top of that, right? And then after you do that, you get your pennies, right? You're really supposed to use four pennies. If you're new to this, you use four pennies because the pennies, it's a invisible shield to protect you in certain situations, so the outcome could work in your favor. But it's really linked to manifestation as well because manifestation is connected to energy. Energy is thoughts, vibrations, all that stuff is energy. So if you use more than four pennies and you new to this, let's say for example, you're having a bad day and subconsciously you think about something negative is gonna come into your reality because like I say, thoughts is vibrations, vibrations is energy. So you're attracting it to you. So use four pennies that's before 1982, and this is gonna help create a protection shield around you spiritually because before anything works physically, it must work spiritually, you know. So once you do that, um, then it's the thought process, of thinking about having a shield. You just picture yourself surrounded by an orb, like picture yourself in a shell, or you can picture yourself in a triangle. That's how I do it. Like I picture myself in a triangle, and I picture that circle in the middle with the line going up, line going to the left, line going to the right, and I picture that it's like a shield. It's like sometimes it makes you go invisible, even though you're really here, because it's like it's a spiritual thing. But you could do your research on it. What I'm saying, you could try this and let me know how it works. But you know, this is if you want a little bit of extra protection. Especially when you come in those scenarios where you meet certain people that tries to bring negative energy to you. You know how like you have a conversation with somebody and you may say something that's positive, or just neutral, and they might just say something that's just like unnecessary, that's unnecessarily negative. See, with that, the sigil, I mean, well, yeah, the sigil, which is the shield, invisible shield, it pretty much works because you can block them out just by, you know what I'm saying, picturing that shield in your mind. But at the end of the day, you still got that pyramid of protection that you made at home. So it's like, just think about the pyramid in your mind. It's like putting it in effect. So you boom, block them out. So when that negative energy comes, it won't hit you. It just bounces off and goes right back to them. So this is just like basic information. You know, in order to have, when you have knowledge, you know something. When you know something, it's knowledge. The root word of knowledge is know.